name is Onuche Godwin Unekubezik, in the Department of Theatre Art, Kogi State University, Anigba. Emblem of Peace is another package by my humble self, and what actually informed that dance production was as a result of incessant crisis, especially the farmers and the herders clash and all of that. And we deem it necessary that we can use dance to create peace. Yes, we can use dance to advocate for peace. And that is why from that production we call for peace. We call for peace because peace is the most important thing that we need as far as this country is concerned now.
Let there be peace in our land. The fighting should stop. The killing should stop. To speak of our
peace. You see, without being told, there are so much agitations that is going on here as far as Nigeria is concerned. So much people trying to agitate, people call for, fairness, justice, and all of that. And from the look of things, when people are not, treated fairly, there will be maybe reason for agitation here and there. There is every need to use creative work to still advocate for peace, because no matter what, it's not good to take another person's life. It's not fair, it's not good. And that is why we are always calling on our well-meaning Nigerian citizens to actually tread on the path of peace. I don't have to start mentioning the crisis that we are currently witnessing, both maybe in Nigeria, other countries. In fact, the world as it is now is threatened by crisis, and we need to do so much to actually create that awareness, sensitize people that we need to live as one person with one another without causing a problem. Yes, when you say contemporary, the contemporary dance that we are talking about cannot just come from heaven. It comes, the originality of dance itself, the one that you say is traditional, maybe because of the farmers dance and all of these things that we do. We normally create contemporary dance out of the traditional dance package, and maybe because of the music. Even the music itself is African, except that we use maybe modern instruments like keyboards, like the guitars and the band and all of that. But the most important thing is that the contemporary dance and the traditional dance have to blend together, because if you follow the synopsis of that particular dance, at the initial stage we had farmers who actually cultivated his crops, and we saw the cattle that actually came up to eat up the crops and all of that. Then in the process, a fight ensued between the parties, both parties. And from there, we need to come together for a victory dance. And the victory dance, as a dance itself, it is a combination of both. Scholarly, dance has its own theoretical undertone. It has its own theoretical base. So it's not just a shaking of the legs, and dance has its own theory. When people, you see, for instance, the thief people, when they are doing their swange dance, the swange dance has its own theory. Because when you consider the philosophy of the thief people, they are into enjoyment, livelihood, and all of that. Enjoy their lives and whatever. And so the movement itself, it shows, communicate what? That enjoyment and all of that. For instance, as an Igala person, if you want to do Ogba majorly deals with foot legs. The foot legs shows that we are farmers. It is an indication of tilling the soil. Because your left leg, your right leg, your left leg, Ogba people, they used to say, awoto, awohi, awoto, awo, and you use both legs to till the soil, to plant. It has theory. You need to study people very well. People don't just do dance, because dance in itself is cultural. You go to the south, people that are close to the river, you see the movement of their bodies because they are close to the river, and their movement is what? Swimming. They swim in a way. So it is not, when you see people dance, look at them very well, study them very well. It is coming out of what they are, who they are. The dance was born out of my creative knowledge as a dance scholar. Out of my creative knowledge, all the packaged, all the things we blended together. We did not copy anyone. We did not borrow the dance from anyone. But one thing we must understand is that originally, no matter how you say you are so creative, you must actually borrow some knowledge from what? The beginning. There is what we call originality. So no knowledge is actually new. Nothing is so new as far as the world is concerned. But you can create out of the existing knowledge that you have, then blend the thing together, and there will be a very perfect production. There can't be a production without challenge. Yes, definitely there are a lot of challenges here and there. But as a teacher, as a lecturer, you need to accommodate a lot of things to making sure that yes, your work succeed. Imagine dealing with students at this level. You know what it means. A lot of them are not ready to listen to instruction. A lot of them are ready to, misbehave. But all the same, you need to carry everybody along. You ought to be patient with them, understand their psychology, and at the end of the whole thing, everybody will be happy. And again, finance, sponsorship, and all of that. These are issues because nothing good comes easy. The process of rehearsals, going and coming, is tedious. Yes, my advice is that it's all about interest. The irony of the whole thing is that for someone to say you are heading for, you want to go to the university and you want to be a dance scholar, somebody will not take you serious because they felt that, okay, they can do the dance, everybody can dance. But in the actual sense of it, not everybody can dance. Because dance has its own fundamental prerequisite conditions. Scholars in dance, some of them say that dance should be the subject of dancing alone, that it should not be in form of narrative like drama. The dance is not supposed to be involved in in narrative, that you narrate this thing, that if you want to dance, just dance and all of that. So if you see, in fact, If you say that, okay, maybe people want to go and study dance in the university, people will not take you too serious. But for some of us who actually understood the whole thing, we knew that yes, dance is worth studying. As a matter of fact, it is at the front burners of intellectual discourse now. Dance is no longer an easy thing that you just say, is it not dance and all of that. It has come to stay. As a matter of fact, any moment from now, we will have a department of dance as far as Nigeria is concerned, and we are looking forward for that. We have a lot of dance scholars now, professors, senior lecturers. We are in dance. We have Professor Bakari, we have Dr. Arnold Udoka, we have Professor Ugolo, we have Professor Miriam Asebeye, we have a lot of dance scholars as far as Nigeria is concerned. And we even have Association of Dance Scholars Practitioners in Nigeria at SPON. So we are heading somewhere by the grace of God. Gone are those days that they say, is it not dance? It's just dancing. And that has come to stay.